Hello everybody and welcome back to Random Model Kits and more. In the last video I had showed off the missiles here, and I had finished off the model itself and stuff, but I didn't really have much left to do on it. I just have to make these missiles and put it together. So I figured I will go through the process of what I am doing. Maybe, people will enjoy it, maybe not, yes, whatever. But it takes me quite a while to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it on here. I hadn't make a video in a few days for health reasons, mental and physical, but one of my models here, one of my orc models, my orc boys, fell off its base, so I'm going to fix that on here as well. I mean, might as well. And I used hot glue the last time to put this on because I think I messed up when I made these. Clean these feet up a little bit. Okay. So all I'm gonna do is I'm going to put some hot glue here on the feet. And sticking back on his base here. And it's as simple as that, just a simple, hot glue on back on. So we'll do that there. Now I have this in the frame, but I'm gonna stick this off to the side for now because actually what's mostly gonna happen is I am going to put cotton on these wires here. And it is not hard, but it's time consuming. Like, I have to spread this cotton out, and this isn't going to be long enough, so I'm going to have to do a couple of them here. I don't have my jumbo cotton balls anymore. I used them all. And then when I am done with all of that, I will end up having to that's good enough. So I'm going to take this here, and what I've been doing is lining the wire kind of on the back side here with hot glue, and then taking a little bit more here, taking the cotton, placing it on there, okay. I need to do it for the next. And I don't really care about the little strands of hot glue. I'm gonna cut them off or pull them off or whatever. All right. Get that sit in there. I have this big ball of cotton here. And I can use some of it to cover the rest of this. So that's what I'm going to do here. Okay. Now, if you do something like this, I definitely will say you have to be extremely careful. The glue is hot. The glue gun is hot. Be extremely careful in what you are doing. Now I'm going to wrap the cotton around here. And there we go, one missile. Now what I'll do is that'll be sitting off to the side, and then eventually I'm going to shape it by cutting bits of the cotton away and twisting it around to give it more shape. We're going to continue, and I'm just going to make more missiles. And I'm probably not even going to get, you know, all of them done in the video. Alright, pull this apart. I've got about half of it. Apart. How's about the other half? All right. Now we're going to put them off to the side for a second. We're going to do about half of this. My hands are super shaky. That wrapped around. And then more hot glue. Go. More hot glue. And this is probably extremely boring to a lot, but like this will give, if you want to try to do this effect, like it may help you in seeing what I'm doing to create the effect. Okay. There's the next one. I think it took me about an hour, maybe a little bit more to do the first 22, which is why, like, I'm not going to do all of the missiles like I had thought I was going to, because it's just in a ridiculous amount. There's over 100 missiles on this thing. That, and then we're going out. Okay. Yep. Alright. Grab it by the tip again. Go about halfway. Grab the cotton. Nope. I didn't put enough glue on here to cover this part. Now, somebody had asked if I was going to put LEDs on here. No, maybe in a future day, maybe. I just really don't want to deal with LEDs. They're a pain in the butt. But maybe I should. But like right now, I am not. I'm not too worried about it. This is something for me. I thought it would look cool. I think it does look cool. Now, I could, if I was bothered to do it, make gun muzzle flash or, gun muzzle flash for the Gatling gun over there on the weapon. But I don't want to be bothered to do that. I have done it. I did it on my Stompa. So, there's another one done. Speaking of Stompa, give me one moment. Okay, so, like, here's one of my Killicons. And I had made this glue effect, or this blood effect, with hot glue. I thought it looked really cool. And it makes it look like he had just ripped somebody apart. And then, this is gonna be hard to get in frame. My Stompa, if you notice here, and here, and here, muzzle flashes. But I also made that, which is a fireball for the flame weapon. And I thought that was really cool. So, yeah, it's a really big piece and it's really hard to get in frame. But it was a really cool thing to do with it. I had to look up like flamethrowers and fire jets and stuff like that to figure out how to make the fireball. It was interesting. I built it up over time and like pulled at the hot glue as it was like cooling down to get it to like make that little like what do you call it? The peaks. And if anybody wants like a kind of like a tutorial on it, I guess I could make another fireball. So like I have no problem doing it. It would be a fairly small tutorial. It actually just ends up using one of these right here. That and hot glue, and then I painted it. So. Cotton works wonders for smoke, on missiles, and many other things. Especially if you're getting into dioramas. I have not yet used cotton for dioramas. I have a couple of little like diorama pieces, but not very many. They could be used for bases, I guess. I literally just took a piece of MDF board and I used some like clay and rocks and sand and other things to make craters, which was really fun to do. I love the like crafting aspect. Of dioramas. Because like you're taking things of, you know, that don't look like one thing and you turn them into another. It's really interesting and it's really fun. And having the ability to make little miniature worlds is just fun in and of itself. Straighten this missile out a little bit. I need more cotton. I've been listening to Solar War from the Siege of Terra. Already almost done with it. I only have like 2 hours left on the book. It's really good. I highly recommend listening to the Horus Heresy for anybody who's into Warhammer. It is a dedication. There are 54 books in just the base Horus Heresy, and then there are another 10 in the Siege of Terra, and then there are even more in other parts that I haven't even looked at yet. I glued my fingers. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. And then we're going to glue. Down. Oh, when you're doing something like this, I know, like I said, be very careful because the glue is very hot. Now, you could use a low temp hot glue gun, but, and this is from experience, but it tends to cool down way too fast, and you won't have time to work your piece. That's why I say be very careful. Either get a modular glue gun, temp gun, or get a high temp. The low temps are good for, you know, certain things, but for doing this, you definitely need like a high temp. And that's why I say, like, be careful when using hot glue. It is very hot. I actually, because of my carpal tunnel, like, I'm kind of like not noticing it hurting me there for a little bit. Oh, that one's just perfect. Okay. Now I could just start using single balls of cotton here. And like, you don't have to be like liberal with the hot glue, but you don't want to be conservative either, because that glue will help the cotton stay on, obviously. But you don't want to put so much on here that it's just overflowing. And then, yeah. So we'll put this here. flow management. That's all it is flow management. And these are just taking slow shape. Like I'll get these all put together and then shape them afterwards. After the glue is cooled and after I've made all of them. And I have only done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 22. So if that tells you how long this takes. Doing extra effects and diorama pieces take time. You have to be patient, you have to trust the process, you have to slowly work it, and it may not look pretty at first, and then, take your time with it. There we go. Put that there. Fold this over. Yeah, see, I keep getting it stuck to my thumbs and my index finger. I don't even really notice it. And the way that I put these on after I've shaped them and everything is I use hot glue once again. Because if you look here, I kind of try to paint it, but I just used Gundam markers, and I just made just kind of painted the glue, try to hide it a little bit. Yeah, I might put LEDs on here later. It'd probably look really cool. I gotta look exactly what kind of LEDs there are for me to do so. I don't know. I don't think it would be strips. It would probably have to be like little button LEDs. I'd have to try to find out how to hide them. Okay, that one's long enough. Now, I used wire. You can use these paper clips, but they're not long enough for a lot of the ones that I have. I use wire, and I use the Gundam pieces missile pieces that came with it. But there are also, like if you look here, it's got white on the tip. That's because this is part of the sprue. The wire that I used, I just found a random spool of wire. I have no idea what gauge it is. I just found a random spool of wire at like a, what do you call it? It was just a random like odds and ends store in a really, really small town, and we were just going through like being curious about it. And yeah, I was like, well, I could definitely use that wire for something. Ouch. Ouch. Ow. Okay. And I have found uses for it. Like I'm sitting here making missiles with it. But you can do all sorts of things with the wire, just depending on what products you need to make. Like I could probably use it to make chain link fences, or at least the posts for chain link fences. I don't know. There's just like all sorts of things that you can use the wire for. I'm trying to do the longer ones first because the smaller one, too far apart. I will put that one off to the side. Do the longer ones because they take the most cotton, so I'll sit here and I will do those first. Alright, there's that. I still have some left over here, so I'm going to grab a bit of this cotton here. And all of that big ball of cotton that I have there, that is all from like that. Like it's from me shaping the other missiles. Alright, there's that. I need more glue. This uses quite a bit of glue here. I think I used like 3 sticks, or 2 or 3 sticks on my last set here. Oh, these cotton balls are tiny. Like, I'm not pulling hard, but I'm just pulling it apart. Get it in the consistency that I want. Hot glue is a modeler's best friend when it comes to these strange little projects. Like, yeah, super glue is nice, but super glue is situational. Hot glue can be used for so much to keep things down. Then you have PVA glue, like that is for like sealing and other bits, like getting turf and flock to stay on your board. Like PVA glue is good for that. But hot glue, I've used hot glue for a lot. I never thought that I would use hot glue so much. See, I'm already at the 30-minute mark, and I have still got 12 more to go. So I've only done 10 in that time frame. So I do about 10 in 30 minutes. I mean, I am doing it kind of quick. Not as quick as I could be, but I'm, being careful. I don't want to burn myself. And, when you are done using your hot glue gun, make sure, before you store it away, that you make sure that your hot glue is cooled down enough, sufficiently. You don't want to catch your house on fire. You don't want to burn anything. I don't know if it could actually catch anything on fire, but why would you want to risk it? Ow, that was hot. Like, see, I had my fingers on that hot glue area, and I didn't even realize that I was getting burned. And that's because of my carpal tunnel. Alright, there's that. Now, if you notice, some of these have huge globs of glue. And then some of these have, like, I put a bit on the bottom to put it together, and then I kind of scraped it down and put a line around it. And that worked a lot better because I had pieces falling off. Yeah, it was just, I mean, everything that I do is experimentation and trial and error. Like, I'll watch other people do things online or on YouTube. My hot glue is not gluing. Okay. Ow! I just made a huge mess. That's the only thing I hate about hot glue. It makes these really long spiderweb strands. And like, that's the thing. Like, I could save this stuff. Not going to, but I could. And I could make spider webs for a diorama. Ow. That piece was almost, ruined. Well, it's kind of hard to ruin it. There we go. Yeah, and I'll take like another hour to shape it, make everything connect. I think my next video, I'm probably going to start work on my Space Marines. It's going to be me painting. I'm just probably going to paint for a little bit on camera. I have really no idea how I want to do my Space Marines anymore. One of my buddies on Space Marine 2 came up with the idea of the Boogie Marine. Like, get down and boogie dee dee. So in my head, it's a 90s Marine. So I'm gonna make a 90s Marine on camera at some point, but I gotta get new models. All right, there's that. I mean, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I still have 9 more. I am not making an hour-long video of me sitting here just making missiles. That's not fun. So I'm gonna do one more, and then I will call it there. And then I will finish the rest off camera. yeah, I'm just going to move on to the next project. This is basically finished. When I can see here, this is all done. And that is exactly what the other missile is, or the other, what do you call it? The other arm is going to look like. So, and then my next video is going to be me painting again, and it's going to be Warhammer this time. So, I mean, the whole channel is random model kits and more, so it's just going to be just random stuff that I do. If you liked what you have seen, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share, all the algorithmic stuff. Thank you all, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you, and goodbye.